but I like to see visible passion in a manager because that drives into the team of players. So I'd like to say I would have chosen Thomas Tuchel because he's got more on his CV of things he's won. But that's no disrespect to Graham Potter. I wonder if Gladys has a view on this. Is Gladys a football fan at all?
I don't think so.
Is Gladys there?
I think Gladys might just be listening in.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah. Uh yeah, so I don't really having said that, I don't know much about Graham Potter, but um I mean I don't know much about him performance wise. Trophy wise, I don't really know, but I still think he's a better choice unless it was if he was stacked up against Graham Potter and Guardiola.
Hmm.
Um, who would you have gone for?
Guardiola's been in the frame apparently. That he's been in the news a few times in the last few days, and I think probably most people would have opted for Guardiola
Yeah,
against anybody else because of his great success. But sometimes great success as a team manager doesn't necessarily translate to great success as an international manager. You only get together with the players far less than if you're a day-to-day team manager in a league.
yeah,
So it may not have been the best thing, but yeah, you never know. I mean, Guardiola's now got 1 year left on his contract, and it may be sometime in the future he could become England's manager. But I do hope Tuchel, you know, does well. I think he will. I think my gut feeling is the players will welcome him because again they want to see someone who's passionate for the country. And he strikes me as that. It's I think it's quite a good fit. I don't know whether we've ever had a German as an England manager before. I can't recall any. We've certainly had foreign managers, but I don't think we've had a German, and I sort of welcome that because there's always been this rivalry going back years between England and Germany, and they always tended to beat us. Apart from in the World Cup years ago, wasn't it?
yeah,
They
yeah,
England won with Jeff Hurst's hat trick, I believe. But it would be nice to actually have a German rooting for the England team because I think somehow our players will really respond to that. So I'm very happy about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think I could ever take a job that would pitch me against England. Would you?
That's a very good point. That is a very good point. And indeed, the women's England team manager,
Right?
Serena Wiegman. Now
Yeah.
she
She's
is she
Swedish.
Swedish? I can't remember.
I think.
Swedish is she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Now I
Swedish.
think that we played Sweden, didn't we? The women played Sweden in one match. I don't know whether it was in the Euros that they won. I can't remember, but we certainly played them. And I, I, I said then, I wonder how she feels. Where do her loyalties lie?
Yeah.
She's the manager of the England team, who she desperately wants to win a competition or a match, and she's playing her native country, her
Yeah.
native Sweden.
Yeah.
And you think, what we all say, what would I do in that situation? And I'm not sure there's an answer really, because it would feel sort of like a traitor to say I want my team to win above my home country, but then again you're paid to make your team win. So it's a very hard one, isn't it? So if in the World Cup qualifications over the next couple of years, England come up against Germany, I wonder how where would his loyalties lie? It's a very hard one to answer. Probably nobody can really answer that. Some would say, well, I'm being paid a lot of money by the English Football Association. I want them to win. But would you really want England to knock out, say, in a semi-final of a tournament, your home team? It's a real dilemma, isn't it? It's an interesting dilemma that many people probably couldn't answer properly. I don't think
No,
I can, to be honest.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would accept the job simply because if we got to the finals and my team was playing, so there's the so got to the finals, and my team was playing. So there's the last game of the tournament, and it's a World Cup, and my teams come face to face with my home country.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I'd be looking to sabotage this.
Well, you could say actually that if England and Germany got to the final of the World Cup, and it's not unthinkable that that could happen,
Right.
you could say that from his point of view, it's a win-win situation, isn't it? That's a positive way to look at it. That if Germany win, deep down is brilliant. My country has won the World Cup again. If England win, well, brilliant, because that's I've got them their second ever big tournament trophy. And although in both cases, he would have to put on a nice front to, if England won, to the Germans and sort of quietly, well, I'm so sick, lads, sorry, but didn't really want England to win, and vice versa, you know. So, yeah, a difficult one, but I think I would try and treat it as a win-win. Either way, you're not going to go away without feeling some surge of pleasure that one of those teams has won the World Cup.
It, it
Difficult,
does,
though, difficult.
yeah, yeah. It does make me think that money, um, supersedes whatever, what other sentiments anybody can have.
Yeah.
Um, you know, not for this show, a topic certainly not for this show, but it's just something that came up to my mind, like, so
Yeah,
you've been paid a lot of money, and so your patriotism goes out the window,
yeah.
and you've got a job to do. I'm just wondering, do you think there'll be a clause in the contract, or do you think there'll be like a test saying, you accept this job, you're gonna be, you're not gonna be, well, you're gonna be unbiased. If England were to face your home country, do you think there'll be something like that in the contract? Um, Pledging or
Well,
asking the
no, I don't, because you can't legislate for human emotion. You can't put a
uh,
clause in which it's like telling someone that they'll see someone, they've got to fall in love with that person.
right,
And as we know, it's not we don't make that decision. It's, they say, the heart makes a decision, not even
right,
the eyes, it's the heart. And the same with this, your heart is ultimately, I suspect, going to be with your own flesh and blood, your own country,
right,
and therefore no clause which says you will not be remotely biased in favour of your home country in the event of that clash of those two countries. Whatever clause it might say, you cannot enforce something that the heart doesn't feel without getting kind of romantic about it all. But when I say the heart, we say the heart, don't we? But we mean the soul, the spirit, the thing within us
yeah,
that makes decisions almost without us knowing. And then it comes back to, we think we've made that decision. And
yeah,
we touched on all this a few weeks ago,
we
didn't
did,
we, with
yeah,
the brain and all that stuff. But yeah, you can't legislate for that, and nor would they try it, because it would be impossible for anyone to say, "Okay, I'll agree to that. I won't remotely be interested in my own country winning something, and I'll do everything I can to beat them if we play them." No, you would have to let someone deal with that in their own quiet way, I think,
yeah,
to be
well,
fair.
yeah, that makes sense the way you've put it. Now, Manchester United, Ten Hag, Ten Hag, bro, Ten Hag is still there.
Your mates, yeah.